the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Tigers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, James. And the catch made by Hopkins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to throw. James. And he comes back with one complete. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's James. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Give me something.
Now James, operating from the gun, flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
24-yard gain on the play. And a San Diego first down.
We go set. 10 logo. Alpha. 55. Right there. Remember, 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
James on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 30 base.
Here we go. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, orbit. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Rocket. Slam. Hey, Echo. Hit it.
From the gun, Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Off play action. Lawrence. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a pullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Kirkland. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to them.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
On first down, Rodriguez. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Get it.
To throw is James. Ball play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
After shot 6.
Set. 60 outlaw. Hey, come on out here. Come get some of West. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Step.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9. He's yours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Clear. Mike 4. Mike 4. Watch the run. Mike 4. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
James now looking to throw on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, James, flush to his right, looking long for Thomas, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You got tight right there.
They'll run on first down. Kirkland. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Go! Look at me. Go! Switch! Check 26, check 26. Shoot! Snap!
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. James. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hey,
the 17-yard line.
Here's James to throw on 2nd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Check. 24's the mark. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now James. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. James. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Kirkland. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, wahoo! Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Smooth.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence throwing right, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Alpha.
Key 26, key 20.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the sled. He's checking.
Yo, go.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
61, matchbox lights. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
To throw again, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for number 82. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here I come. 24 is the mic.
Go.
24 is the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
24 is the mic. All day.
Let's go.
James, a final shot before break. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action. And it's a fumble. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Hey, exit. 52. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. James on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Look at me, zipper!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 88 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, set.
It's just me and you.
Now.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Ready.
2nd and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to have is across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
He's scared. Twist on travel. Hey, Sam off. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 24. Hey, Delta. Watch the safety creep.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Lawrence. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Come on, set, 8, read. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 3. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down. Kirkland, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go. Check 9, check 9. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. To throw is James. Throwing on 4th down. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Ready to break. Leo!
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Smooth! Get it!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha!
From the gun, Lawrence. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Chance. Pilot, 60, hit it.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to wind up and air it out. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Mike 4. Target. Hey! Go. Safe. Deuce. Go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
6-6, pull it high. Look at me. Go.
Kill.
Hey, exit. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in 8.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. James now off the play fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
90 is a mic. All you get is a
Here's James operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. James under pressure again, and down he goes again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Now James throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, get away.
Bravo.
24 is the mic. Woo-hoo. 24 is the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
24 is the mic. Rip left. 24.
James throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. James. Now a desperation throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Kill. Turn up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
Why his team showed up. Check 3.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that
puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now they try the right side here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could